the pukas of the canvas. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because, and I need it to be lightly, I paint wet on wet. So if I go directly with the knife, it'll go on kind of sporadically, and it'll hit some of the surface, and it won't hit some of the others. So a lot of the white will show through. So that winds up being, at this stage in my interest in knife, distracting. So when it has a little bit of paint on it, you can still see the bit of shine. I can take the next layer and I can float it comfortably on it. And so what's happening now is there's actually a new level.
Right.
And this is where the building starts. And so that level can then become this level. Because now I've got paint.
Right. And how long will it take that layer to dry before you can work on top of that again?
Well, I have to paint consistently for the next 4 days, because overnight, each level will be stiff. And then when it gets too stiff, it's like trying to write your name in concrete that's already set, or trying to frost a cake a second time. There's an edge to it. So I have 4 days in the summer, in the winter, and 7 days in the summer, because the temperature's cooler.
Wow.
So I can play for a while, but pretty much this painting, as it is at this size, will be done in 3 days.
In 3 days, incredible. And we could expect something
and it'll come like
gorgeous like this.
It'll
Yeah,
come like
amazing.
It'll come like
In 4 days. Extraordinary.
Yeah. And then I just let it dry, and then I go to the glazing, the varnishing kind of stage once it's dry enough. And that's when the textures really, some of the subtleties really pop. Well, you can see the different you can see some of the blues, some of the greens, some of the blacks, some of the browns. But otherwise, it winds up being just dark. And it's like varnishing a piece of wood. The grains all don't show
until you've got
finished.
that on top.
And then all of a sudden, the wood grains, oh my gosh, and that's what comes through. And that's the same with this, because when I'm playing with my darks are mixed. My darks are blue, they're not just a mixed solid black, they're a combination of color. So if I want to warm a dark, I'll add a warm pigment.
Okay.
If I want a dark in it, I'll add a cool pigment. And that's where those things kind of happen. And if it's a warm painting, my shadows are cool. And if it's a cool painting, my shadows are warm. And that's the a standard in painting. So I didn't make it up. It's just
par for the course.
Traditional approach.
Yeah.
And so since I've been formally trained, I know that, and so I can make that adjustment really quickly. And it's the same as sugar makes something sweet, and salt doesn't. Yeah. So you just know. Yeah. And so you just add those things to a recipe.
Well, your paintings are very sweet. So thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you very much. I really enjoy. I love what I do.
Yeah, it shows.
I truly do love
it shows. Yeah.
And every painting is a unique experience for me, and I'm really fortunate to be able to paint my experiences, my travels, and bring them to the public and share them.
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks so much, Anna.
Thank you.